Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kassandra, and this is the last part of the Coffee Chat Q&A series. So in this particular series, I was answering your most popular, frequently asked questions, and this video specifically is answering all of your popular questions on diet, exercise, weight loss, mixed in with yoga. Okay, first question. Let's just start with a really basic, simple one. Can you lose weight with yoga? So I get this question a lot, and I mean, I'll say, yeah, you can, I think, lose weight with yoga. Now, you want to treat yoga as any other kind of form of movement. So if you're looking to lose weight, you're going to have to elevate your heart rate, and you either want to have your heart rate elevated for a prolonged period of time, or you want to do more of like a high intensity interval training method where you're raising your heart rate up for a shorter period of time and then bringing it back down with rest and then back up, back down. So this can definitely be found in power yoga, vinyasa yoga, basically any style of yoga where you're really like vigorously working your body, types of yoga that are going to like make you break a sweat, types of yoga where you're going to feel your muscles getting stronger. Those can definitely facilitate and help with weight loss. There is something to be said about doing yin yoga and restorative yoga in weight loss. And I know that sounds counterintuitive because I was saying that, you need to elevate your heart rate and tone your muscles and all that stuff. And obviously in yin and restorative, we're not doing that at all. It's a very relaxing, very passive style of yoga. However, if you have very high levels of stress, if you are constantly working out, sometimes you might find that you have issues with your adrenals. You might find that working out more doesn't actually help you lose weight. Sometimes we need to nurture and nourish our parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest part of the nervous system, through slower forms of yoga, or even just through meditation, or just through taking breaks and resting more. So yes, power, vinyasa, more dynamic forms of yoga can absolutely support you in weight loss, but don't neglect slower forms of yoga that are really good for your hormones and for your nervous system overall. So that's what I would say with that. And now the next question, which is by far the most requested or most frequent question I've gotten in the last 6 years, which is, do you have any yoga for weight loss videos? Will you be making some in the future? No, I don't have any weight loss videos. I won't be making any weight loss videos. It's just not for me. It's not my thing. Let's see. So I definitely understand that there are a lot of you who do enjoy doing yoga for weight loss videos. And if you like my classes, I can see why you would like me to make classes that, have that intention and that theme. But I'll kind of let you in on a little secret when it comes to YouTube and yoga classes. Just because a title of a video says something like weight loss doesn't mean those are the only videos that will help with weight loss. So a lot of, YouTube yoga classes is all about marketing. So as creators, we put so much work into creating our yoga classes and putting them out on YouTube. And the worst thing is when no one watches the video that you put together because no one sees it. It doesn't show up in the search engine. It doesn't show up in YouTube recommendations. So we do need to use marketing to our biggest advantage. So if we know that a lot of people on YouTube are searching for yoga for weight loss, it's to our advantage as content creators to put yoga for weight loss in the title, in the description, in the tags of a video, so that, when you're searching, you'll actually find our videos. You'll find what it is that you're looking for. But just remember, a lot of this is just marketing. So any class that is higher intensity, that is more intermediate to advanced level, that is either power yoga or vinyasa yoga, will be helpful for weight loss. If you've done any kind of yoga for weight loss videos on YouTube, you'll probably notice that there's nothing that special or unique about them. They're just higher intensity yoga classes. I just personally make the choice not to have yoga for weight loss in my title, in my description, in my thumbnail, in my tags, because I mean, for a lot of reasons. Like, I really do want my YouTube channel to be a place where you can turn to, where you don't have to worry about your weight at all. I don't want you to worry about body fat. I don't want you to be thinking about losing weight. I want you to find a place of self-acceptance, of self-love, a place where you can just work on your health overall. My videos truly are for health and wellness in a very holistic sense. So absolutely, I do care about your physical health. I do like to do classes that will challenge you, that will strengthen your muscles, that will work on the connective tissues, that will work on regulating your nervous system. I care about that so much. So physical health is great, but it is only one component of my videos. I also really try to create yoga classes that focus on your emotional health, on your mental health, and on your spiritual health. And I feel like if I were to start doing yoga for weight loss classes, maybe that balance would be lost a little bit. Now, the decision to not make yoga for weight loss videos is also a little bit selfish. Personally, I know that I am the happiest and the healthiest when I am not thinking about weight loss. And if I was to start teaching yoga for weight loss videos, I know the likelihood of me obsessing over my own weight and my own body image would be heightened. And I don't want that. I don't want to start worrying about like my own weight and my own body in that way. My yoga mat is like my sanctuary where I can turn all that noise off and just focus on, you know, the deeper layers of ourselves. Like, we are so much more than body fat and muscle. So I'm afraid of blurring that boundary if I start to create yoga classes that cater to weight loss. This is not a judgment on yoga for weight loss videos at all. It is also not a judgment on those of you who enjoy yoga for weight loss videos. Like, please continue doing what serves you best. If you are a teacher who offers yoga for weight loss classes, I think as long as you're doing it with integrity and taking into account holistic wellness, so physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health, I think it can be a great offering to put out into the world. It's just truly not what I want to do. It's not where I envision Yoga with Kassandra living. It is not the space I want to occupy, but I really do try to stay as far away from that as possible and to just focus on the kinds of classes that I like to create and that I like to make, which is just full holistic wellness videos, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health all in one. So you will not find weight loss videos on my channel. I try to talk about weight as little as possible in my day-to-day life and also in my YouTube yoga life. But if you want to use my classes to help you on your weight loss journey, just look for my intermediate to advanced classes. And I would say at least 30-minute long flows would be best, either vinyasa flows or power yoga classes. And that should be super helpful for you. Remember to also nurture yourself through yin yoga, restorative practices, and just taking some days off. But no, I won't be making yoga for weight loss videos on my channel. I hope you can respect that and understand where I'm coming from. Again, it is not at all a judgment. It's just not where I want to be. Okay, now on to the next question. What is your diet? What do you eat in a day? I think I've made one what I eat in a day video previously on YouTube. I'll link to it down below. But, you know, I don't mind telling you what I eat. So I don't follow any kind of specific diet. Again, it comes back to my own health and well-being. The less restrictions I have around food, the better I feel overall. So I don't follow a specific health regimen or a specific diet at all. The only real restriction I have on food is that I don't eat meat. So I haven't eaten meat in like eight-ish years or something like that. But other than that, I really don't have any restrictions. I don't have any rules. I try to eat very intuitively. So maybe I'll just go through a day of what a day of eating looks like for me. So when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is drink a huge glass of water, sometimes 2 big glasses of water. I always take the Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nail gummies. I take 2 of those. And then most days I take an iron supplement. I feel much better when I'm very regular with taking that iron supplement. So I do that, drink water, and then I'll make myself some coffee. So I generally have either 1 or 2 cups of coffee in the morning. I just put almond milk in it. Usually at around between noon and like 2 p.m. most days is when I'll get a little bit of hunger. And I'll usually just eat a small lunch, either like a breakfast type lunch, like a scrambled egg or some cereal or a bagel or something like that. Or more often than not, I'll just eat a little bit of the leftovers from the dinner that we had before. And then usually my real hunger will kick in at around like 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Like that's when I actually feel hungry. And I eat the bulk of my food between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m., which I know a lot of people think is horrible and something you're not supposed to do, but you know what? It's the way that I feel the best in my body. It works for me. So 4 p.m. I'll usually have a bit of a snack and then I'll start making dinner. We eat pretty early, maybe 5:30 to 6 p.m. is when we eat dinner. You know, my husband's Italian. We have a lot of pasta, lasagna, eggplant parm, that kind of stuff. I like to make a lot of stir fries. We also eat a lot of Asian inspired dishes, fish with grilled vegetables or steamed vegetables, potatoes, pierogies, dumplings, soups, lots of different stuff. So just, I don't know, I think very regular dinners. One question I get a lot is if I drink alcohol. I do. So often we'll have like a glass of wine with dinner, or I really do enjoy beer. Usually at around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., I get like a big snack attack and I love to eat snacks. My favorite unhealthy snack, Tostitos chips. I specifically love the round ones. That is like, I could eat a bag of that every single day. Like I don't, but I absolutely could. So I really like salty snacks. So salted almonds, corn chips, popcorn. Oh, I love popcorn. But then sometimes my snacks are definitely a lot healthier and sometimes I'll just eat a little bit more dinner. So I definitely have a bigger appetite between 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. So I think that's probably what I eat in a day. I drink a ton of water throughout the day. It changes all the time. My hunger levels change usually based on where I am in my menstrual cycles. I think a lot of women might be able to relate to that. It's funny because I find that when you remove rules around food, I find that I crave bad food even less, you know? So the times in my life where I tried to be very strict in my diet and I tried to eat clean, I hate that term, and I tried to be like very healthy, those were the times where I craved sugar, salt, and fat the most. It's like I was obsessed about getting all those foods I wasn't supposed to want and wasn't supposed to consume. And now when I let myself eat whatever I want, I actually find myself having a very healthy, balanced diet. Okay, this next question pairs really well with diet. Do you do any other forms of exercise other than yoga? What's your fitness regimen like? So yeah, I definitely do other things than yoga when it comes to exercise and, you know, moving my body in general. So something I do 4 to 5 times a week is to walk the dog. I like to go for outdoor walks. I'm a very fast walker. One of my biggest pet peeves is slow walkers. So I do like a very fast, brisk walk for about 30 to 40 minutes with Luna. I do yoga, a little bit of yoga every single day. And then once a week, I do a mat workout with Kristen from Core Pilates. I'll link her down below. Those of you who have my mobile app, Kristen has a few workouts from her app that's in my app. We kind of did like a switch where I give her some yoga classes for her membership and she gave me some of her workouts for mine. And I freaking love her workouts. They are very hard. It's kind of a mix between Pilates, barre, ballet, and yoga. It's her own system that she's designed called Core Technique. So once a week, we have an hour-long Zoom workout together, which is super fun. She definitely kicks my butt every single time. And then usually I'll add on another workout just from her app or just from her like members only website. I'll do like an extra 20-minute workout that she has just because, again, I really love her workouts. They seem to be really good for me and they're just, yeah, they're a lot of fun and they're super challenging. They're great for core strength specifically. So I'll link her stuff down below if you wanted to check it out. And also, again, if you have the app, you can already try her workouts. They're in my mobile app already. And then what else do I do? So now with COVID, it's different, right? I'm definitely not as active as I used to be, because before I would go to dance class once or twice a week. Sometimes I would go to drop-in yoga classes where I would do like a hot yoga session. It was just easier to be active. And now I haven't done dance classes in 8 months, I guess. I do need to move my body every single day. I'm not someone who needs to be specially motivated to exercise on the daily. It's something that I crave and that I always make sure that I do something for at least 30 minutes, whether it's yoga or walking or some kind of online workout. I just really, really need it. It benefits me overall. So for now, I think that's probably what I'm doing the most in terms of fitness and exercise. Okay, do you feel pressure to look a certain way on YouTube? I thought this was a really interesting question. And if I'm being completely honest, yes, sometimes I do feel that pressure, but I think it's all self-imposed. Like, I don't think that pressure actually comes from you guys or from anyone watching my channel, but I put pressure on myself, because I've been on video once to twice a week for the last 6 years. It's so easy for me to notice any changes in my body. And I can be very critical about myself. Again, this is why I try not to focus on weight loss and why I don't put a lot of rules around food. I mean, I don't put any rules around food and that kind of stuff, because I know that I can get really obsessive and I can be very, very, very critical of myself. It's hard. Like, I don't know if other YouTubers experience this, but I do find it difficult to be able to notice myself changing over the years. But it is difficult because I do get comments from people who point out that I'm a little thicker and it's not always a positive compliment. Sometimes it's like a criticism. Some comments can be mean, and a lot of people, especially in the last year, like, I'm a little bigger, it's quarantine. Like, it's quarantine for me too, like, I've put on a little quarantine weight, and a lot of people will ask if I'm pregnant, and that totally hurts my feelings. Like, I hope people can just understand, never ask a woman that. Like, you have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. First of all, I'm not pregnant. So now all you've done is make me self-conscious about my stomach. So thank you for that. But imagine if I was, maybe I'm not ready to be sharing that publicly on YouTube. And now I either have to lie to you, or I have to ignore the comment, or I have to come out and announce earlier than I would have wanted to, or I could have lost a baby, like, I'm at that time in my life where I have a lot of friends who are going through this, who are, either getting pregnant or trying to conceive. And I've witnessed firsthand the difficulties that come with that. I've had quite a few people that I know close to me who have lost a child somewhere along the pregnancy spectrum. And if you're further along in your pregnancy and you've started to have a belly, you don't lose it right away, even if you do lose your pregnancy. So it's a sensitive thing. Like, just don't ask that. Like, don't ask that question. If I ever get pregnant, I will let you know when the time is right. But until then, like, just zip it. So I think that definitely also adds to the reason why I might feel a pressure to look a certain way on YouTube, is that, YouTube is a very visual medium, and I'm wearing like tight yoga clothes. You can literally see everything. So if I don't know, if things get bigger, you'll notice it. If things get smaller, you'll notice it. And most people don't ever comment on my appearance, which is lovely. Or if I do get a comment, it's usually like, that outfit is cute, or you look nice today. It's like something really nice and pleasant. But I also do, as my channel grows and gets bigger, I do get some mean comments, I would say, or some comments that are just like a little bit rude, and they will sometimes make me self-conscious. Like, I'm mature enough to be able to look past those comments. I try very hard not to take them personally, not to give them much attention, but I'm only human, and I don't know, it's tough to be a woman. Like, I don't really know anyone who doesn't have any kind of body image issues. So sometimes they do get to me, but a lot of it is just self-imposed on me, I think. Anyway, that's my answer to the question. Sometimes, yes, I feel pressure, but it's all good, most part. Oh, yes. Okay. So the last question is, What do you do on bad body image days? Oh my goodness. So of course I have them. I mean, you know, like I mentioned, if someone asks me if I'm pregnant, I'm probably going to have a bad body image day that day. I think what helps the most to me is perspective. Now at 30, when I have days where I'm like, oh, I don't like this or that, or I start to get critical about my appearance, I have enough perspective where I'm able to put myself in the future. Like, I'm sure 5 years from now at 35, I'm going to look back at me of 30 and be like, what were you talking about? You looked great. You know, appreciate what you have while you have it. Because at 15, I didn't think my body was good enough. And then at 20, I would look at photos of my 15-year-old self and I would think I was crazy because I looked amazing. That cycle just keeps repeating itself. And now I'm finally at a place where I understand every single time I have looked at myself and said, oh, I don't like the way this looks. I need to lose weight. I need to whatever, like change whatever about my appearance. It has never actually been an indicator that there was something physically wrong with me. Those times are always an indication that my mental health is suffering. And it lets me know that I need to practice a little bit more self-care. Journaling, making an appointment with a therapist, talking to a friend or talking about it to my husband, taking a bubble bath, like not looking in the mirror for the next 24 hours, you know, not being on social media for the next few days because maybe I've just been looking at all these perfectly altered bodies on my phone. And then the next time I look at myself in the mirror, I think I look horrifying. But on those times where I'm not really on social media and like I'm taking good care of myself physically, emotionally, mentally, I usually look in the mirror and I think I look pretty good. So that's kind of what I do. I don't know if this is helpful at all to anyone. You know, this is a vulnerable topic for me to talk about because, again, food, diet, body image, weight loss, these are all very sensitive topics, very triggering topics, and I'm not exempt from that. And I also was hesitant to make videos like these in the past because I don't want anyone to be in the position where they start comparing my routines with their routines, my food with their food, my exercise with their exercise. Like, I don't want to enter that arena. That's not the purpose of this video, but you know what? The questions I've been getting so many of them that I figured let's just address it now, answer what needs to be answered, and hopefully you have a better understanding of what my philosophy is, where I'm coming from, and kind of who I am as a person, I guess. So yeah, this was a vulnerable video for me to make. I spoke about a lot of things I genuinely don't enjoy talking about, but thank you for making it to the end. I know this was a super long video. So this was the last of our coffee chat Q&A series. I would love to make more coffee chat videos. They're really fun for me to do. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know what other coffee chats you would like me to do. So what topics you'd like me to talk about, what you'd like to learn more about me, whatever it is. I'd be happy to film those and put them together for you and have them here on YouTube. It's a nice creative outlet for me to do something other than yoga classes for a change. So definitely let me know. And I'm also going to link to the previous 3 Q&A coffee chat videos. So the first one was personal questions about me. The second one was yoga questions specifically answered. And the third one was about being an online yoga teacher. So all those Q&As down below. Please subscribe, have a wonderful day, and I will hopefully practice and talk with you very soon.